This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Anything But Girl World. And what are we going to watch today, you ask? We are going to watch about Tyler Catastrophes. I think it's just Catastrophe. But either way, we're going to watch about Tyler Catastrophe. And how, you ask, are we going to do this? We're going to watch a Repzilla video. And this Repzilla video is like an hour, almost 2 hours long. So obviously we're watching it in parts. And we may not watch every little single part of the Repzilla video. So obviously I'm going to put it down in the description if you guys want to go watch it. There's a number of reasons I'm going to do this. It's a really long video, and I honestly don't think we're going to watch every single second of it. I say that before we watch every single second of it. So obviously this is going to be in parts, and just letting you guys know that right off the top. This is, again, a Repzilla video we're going to watch and react to. I know some of you guys don't like when I react to other creators' videos, so, you know, up front, that's what's going to happen here, so... But the other thing that I'm going to do here is this is a fundraiser video from Repzilla, and they are, there we go. They are fundraising for rain, and this fundraiser goes until, like, it's got another 200 days left on it. Well, 197 days. So here's my thought. My thought is I'm going to put this video up, right? I'm going to put this video up. And these videos don't have like a long lifespan on them. So in the first 30 days of this video, give or take, that's going to be pretty much all the funds this video is going to make, really. It'll make some pennies after that. But the point being, what I think I'm going to do, because this is a fundraiser video from Repzilla, I'm going to keep track of the amount that this video raises, and then I'll donate that within the first 30 days to RAIN, because you can see there's a donate button, and we'll donate that much to the RAIN fundraiser that Repzilla is doing. It'll only be like $30 or so, but at least I'm estimating it'll only be like $30 or so, but I'll keep you guys updated on how much it is, and I'll show you guys when we donate. And so that'll be 30 days from when we, yes, the royal we, me and Weed Bump and Mini Gritty here, from when we post this video. So there you go. I just think, you know, if I'm going to react to Repzilla's video that is, you know, a fundraiser, I should at least, you know, give back. So there you have it. Also, I know that this isn't going to get like a shit ton of views, so if you want to donate more to RAIN. But yeah, if you guys want to donate more to RAIN, head on over to Repzilla's video. I will have it linked in the description down below. You don't have to watch his video to donate. You can just go to the donate button and donate. So there you go. But all of that being said, now I should like this video. There we go. Doo-doo. We're going to talk about Tyler Catastrophe. We're not talking about Tyler's obsession with the Ebuse guy. I don't know a ton about that. I don't want to know a ton about that. We got enough weird, disgusting Abuse itche going on with Rosee and Paradise and Stefan. We need a palate cleanser. So I picked, you know, this guy. Work with me, all right? I like Repzilla. He looks like Owen Wilson. Kind of sounds like Owen Wilson. We're going to run with it. Work with it, baby. All right, so like I said, this video is an hour, almost an hour and a half long. There's going to be multi-parts to this. Keep up with me. So what we're going to do, I would speed this up, but I feel like the few times that I did, because I've watched about half of it. Nope, it didn't save my spot. I've watched about half of this now. I've gotten up to the car wreck part. Spoilers. And I was like, yeah, I really want to react to this. So we'll get up to that. And then everything after that will be kind of a cold watch. If I don't watch more of this in between on my own, because I'm going to watch my show without you guys. Now, if you guys are new here, I talk, I pause. It's a reaction. I'm mostly going to be talking about Tyler, not about about to call him the wrong thing, not about Repzilla. I might make some comments about Repzilla here and there. Now, I do have my revised 7 principles of dark anthropology. I did make mention that I was going to revise those for 2026, and I think every year I think I have revised them every year in June. Now that I'm going back through my notes, I think every year in June I've revised the damn thing. So let's keep up with tradition. So I will have notes. I will make note of things when I see them. I think you guys will agree with me as we go down the crazy trail of Tyler Catastrophe that Tyler does very easily fit in with the rest of the girls. But you know, Tyler is not how to put this before I get like into too much trouble. Tyler is transitioned. I think they've fully transitioned, or as transitioned as they're going to go. So I will be using he, him pronouns. I would prefer if people in the comments section would also do that, because I know the few times I have talked about other people transitioning that there have been people who have insisted on not using preferred pronouns, and I don't know why that's a difficult concept for some people. But Tyler is a he, him. We're going to refer to Tyler thusly. It's not that hard. So, getting that out there. But I think you guys will all agree with me as we go through Tyler's stuff that Tyler definitely fits in with the girls. And the other reason I bring that up is because there are a couple points here where Tyler shows things from Tyler's past that were before Tyler's transition. So it might be a little confusing for people if you didn't know that going in. It's not that hard to follow, but just nip that in the bud before it becomes an issue. Right. Everything else. You might notice the light's a little weird today. I have a migraine, so we're using green light. Supposedly it's better for migraines, but I also have an actual real light. So it's probably canceling out anything that the green light's doing for me. So there. And if you hear any kind of like noise in the background, it's my AC. It's a little warm today, so there you go. All right, we got the sound. We got what are those called before you start talking? Yeah, those things. Got our ADHD timer set. I don't want to go more than 45-ish minutes, so an hour in this video. So no matter where we are around that point, that's where we're going to wrap up. I don't know a ton about Tyler. This is really my first video that does a deep dive into Tyler that didn't have to do with the obsession Tyler has with their not boyfriend. And I don't really want to go into that. And the main reason I don't want to go into it is because it's kind of a heavy topic. And we're already dealing with Stefan with Paradise and Rosee and all that. And I just don't want to deal with it. So we're going to look at everything else about Tyler, which is equally as just... So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I think I've put enough doodads and whatnots at the front. I don't think there's any content warning that I really need to put in front of this. But, just in case you see something that's starting to bug you, dip out if you need to. It's fine. There are other videos on my channel that will probably enrage you just as much. I don't think this is particularly enraging. It's just kind of interesting. And just like there's definitely a level of delusion in Tyler's world that is fascinating. But anyway, all right, I don't have this sped up. I'm debating if I should. We'll try it. We're gonna try it at 1.25 times. Repzilla has a nice, smooth, jazzy kind of voice, but I feel like they sped up Tyler's videos, which are mostly TikToks and Instagrams, I think. We'll find out. Anyway, we'll play it by ear. All right, give me a second to check the sound. Okay, no, we can't have it sped up. Repzilla actually talks at a normal speed, so no. Anyway, onward.
Hey, welcome back into today's video.
Owen Wilson. He's even got the nose and the same eyes. It's Owen Wilson.
You're
not going to convince me otherwise.
I've already got a migraine about this one. Tyler
Me too. We're migraine twinsies. I'm telling you, green light.
Catastrophe. I've already watched so many videos on this topic and they were all parroting each other and just literally copy and paste, but there was more to the story. This guy is literally objectively lying about who his friends are, job offers, and more. He said he didn't want teenagers to flirt with him, which I'm not sure why he had to make a video about that. Reminds me of Vamp Daddy, if you know, you know. But the
I don't know who Vamp Daddy is. One of the reasons why I wanted to use this video versus someone else's video, the few videos that I have seen on Tyler Catastrophe, they all were basically the same thing. It was just like, this guy's obsessed with this other guy, and here's the story. And it was really just the same story over and over again. And yeah, it's creepy and weird, and it's creepy and weird. And I was just kind of like, it's not really like doing it for me. So when I started watching this one, I was like, okay, it's just going to be the same bullshit. But it's not. And it is. Okay. It's not, but it is. So, Owen Wilson. Anyway. God help me if you. I am not important enough for this man to watch my shit. But if he does, I hope you're not offended by the Owen Wilson comparison. I'm sure you've never heard it before.
worst thing, and I don't know why it's not being covered by more people, it's the using ABUSC, indigenous people, and his, what is that word? Trauma as marketing to sell his products.
So when I heard that part, I immediately thought of our girls, right? The ABSU, the ABSU, the indigenous thing, not so much. I know Rosee's, well, both of the girls, Rosee and Amber have both hinted at potentially having Native American ancestry somewhere in there. I know Rosee's like tried to pass off being a Cherokee princess somewhere in there at one point. I feel like Amber's mentioned it. I don't remember if it went anywhere. And but the trauma thing, both Amber and Rosee lean into their trauma. We haven't really had much from Amber in a while, only because of the LCU, but Amber really likes to lean into her mentals, which are a result of her traumas. And then we've got Rosee, who like has to mention it every 5 minutes. And, you know, Rosee is nothing if she is not her trauma, right? Or a victim. So when I heard those three things, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely one of our girls. So I was like, well, you know, if this goes somewhere, if by the end of Repzilla's video, I still feel that Tyler fits the description of one of our girls, you know, a girl, I might add Tyler in, because I mean, maybe Tyler's doesn't have a level of danger to them as I feel like our girls do. Like maybe not, well, okay. There's an argument that Anna kind of did with all of her medical misinformation. There's a good argument there. But Tyler definitely fits the definition of a Gorl in that Tyler definitely lies. Tyler definitely tells on themselves. Those are like the two number one and number two rules of girl world. Tyler definitely has delusions of grandeur, which I think all of our girls do. There's this whole, you know, the ABSU, the trauma. This, I don't know if it necessarily has to be indigenous peoples, but they, Tyler, there we go, definitely is like appropriating other cultures to kind of bolster their identity, right? We got Amber and her, is it Portuguese? Yeah, is it Amber in Portuguese? I can't remember. It's just like Amber saying, yeah, I'm white. But yeah, Amber's always like trying to make herself sound more exotic than she is. And she's just Whitey McWhiterson. We've got Rosee doing the same thing. What was it? She found out she's just Hispanic or just Mexican or something like that. Only. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. Not exotic enough for you. And then like her whole like Cherokee princess bullshit. I don't know about Foodie. I don't follow Foodie closely enough to know what kind of weird ancestry she claims. I don't know. I didn't really follow Anna closely enough to know if she was like claiming any kind of weird ancestry or anything like that. But I know she was constantly like, oh, my special genes kind of shit. So we've definitely got that kind of, identity theft going on. So Tyler definitely has the traits of a girl. So you see what I'm saying? Like Tyler definitely fits, right? Tyler definitely fits. The only thing I need to know at this point, after that is really like the community around Tyler. Like who watches Tyler, right? And who watches the watchers? Like what are Tyler's babies called? And what are Tyler's, like, what's the community around Tyler's called? Are they catastrophites? If I'm watching Tyler as not a catastrophe baby, well, that sounds terrible. Am I a hater? Like, what am I? What am I if I'm watching Tyler at a critical viewpoint? These are the things I need to know because those of you who've watched this channel for any length of time know that I don't just watch the individual. I'm also watching the community around the individual, right? So what is the community around Tyler like as well? And if it's just randos watching, then that's not quite as interesting because it's the interaction between Tyler and that community that's really important. Now, I do know that 90% of the interaction between Tyler and whatever community they do have is happening on mostly Twitter, I think, and not Twitter, sorry, TikTok. There we go. And Instagram, which are both platforms I don't interact with much. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But there is that. Weed bump, what are you doing, man? Or do you just look like you're falling off? Nee. Okay, anyway, we're done. Sorry.
Brace yourselves in today's video as I slowly die while covering another one of these topics.
Okay, the only thing I really want to do here is I really need to brush your hair. I really need to brush your hair with a smoothing brush. Let me brush your hair, man. I know you're wearing a hat, but I need you to let me brush your hair. All right, I'm over it.
So like I said, I watched a lot of videos on this topic and it was a lot of the same thing, as you know, and it was just parroting and repeating the same talking points from video to video, which...
Do you always have? Because this was posted in May. This was posted in May of this year. I think it was May 1st even. And why do I have this song? Thank you for being a friend. Okay, this was posted on May 31st of 2026. Today is June 16th as of recording. So just letting you guys know time-wise. So why do you always have Halloween decorations? It's been a minute since I've watched Repzilla. It's been a really long time since I've watched Repzilla. Oh man, I'm old.
At some point, it's like you got to look for the things that no one else is looking for. And if you've been following this channel for long, you know that that is what we do. So if you're unfamiliar, Tyler's got a TikTok of over 135.1 thousand followers with 2 million likes. He said,
Is that good? Is that good? Those of you who are familiar with how the TikTok platforms work, let me know.
Says he's a haver of skills, maker of things, and doer of stuff. Age 27.
I do stuff.
disabled and transgender. Artist, designer, activist. His oldest video with 4.1 million views appears to be a video of him crying about a paintbrush that he found in a McDonald's parking lot, which that in itself is not strange, but you know.
No matter how well I wash it, it always dries really stiff. But it spreads the paint so beautifully, and it blends like a dream.
He gets a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dig that video only because, like, the found object being put back into use. Like, I understand the spiritual connection between, you know, the use of a thrown away object, right? And it's just like, but this thing that someone had given up on, it just becomes the best tool in my toolbox. Like, I get that. I really do. Props.
A lot of views on his TikToks in the millions. He also talks about some of the controversies and has responses to some of these things, as you'll see. Also an Instagram of 46.3 thousand followers where he posts the same kind of things. Oh, look, he's got a story. The shoe. He wished the shoe lasted longer. He showcases his art by wearing it and using kissy faces, modeling it like so. Interestingly enough,
The zoom ins make me uncomfortable.
one user says, just curious, do you put or try on all your pieces before selling them? It has been said by some unhappy customers that they've received hair with their purchases. Now, I have not seen
That's just how you know it's authentic.
this. You're going to have to take it with a grain of salt. But one unhappy customer said this.
So I became familiar with Tyler when I saw a video he made last summer saying, I am a trans man trying to get out of a red state that has banned gender hair. And
We can't say. What word did they bleep out? Holy crap, we can't say that word. Whatever that word was.
need you guys to buy my jewelry so I can get out of here. And me being a dumb I am, I was like, oh yeah, I can do something nice for my community. I can buy a necklace, I can help this guy
Or is, since Repzilla just has a giant ass channel, are they just being like super cautious?
get out of a red state with, he said he had a roommate or a partner or something that he needed to leave with, and I was just, okay, let me help. Wrong. So I went on his Etsy, and I remember the necklace was very expensive. You guys have probably seen this one in the videos. I got this one. And it came with a ribbon that ties it together, but the ribbon broke like as soon as I used it, so I can't wear this anymore. And I
I can't tell what you're holding up. I think I saw a spider charm.
don't want to. The necklace, I literally do not even want to think about how much it costed because I remember it like took away my whole paycheck. But I bought it, and I had to wait around 6 months to get it. I bought it in July, and then it did not arrive at my house until like late December, very late December, early January, which is fine. Terrace, am I right? And anyways, so it arrived, and it was, as you can probably see, shriveled up. It is shriveled up. To get it to fit properly, you need to pull
Stop. Hold it still, for the love of Christ. I can't see anything.
it very tight.
So there's a couple things here. Number one, she talks about the expensive prices, and you won't believe this. So he's got
You're right, I don't. Sorry.
several different pieces here. They're 15, 13, 84. And honestly, he has decreased the prices, even though it's like, well,
I've already seen this once, don't get me wrong, but I started watching this video like last week, so it's been a minute. But like, and I'm not gonna lie, I was listening, not really watching. I know, I do deep research. I mean, they're cute, but Tyler made those?
well, 73. These are $5.99,
For what?
but it's bundles. We got 84, we got 26, we got 28, 123. But I did.
I know a lot of you don't like Shein, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Shein.
Look on here not too long ago, and
And it wasn't no $600.
he had prices that were like in the thousands, and we're going to get to that. But first, did you notice the mushrooms? Just chokers, $5.99. Chokers plus earrings, $6.45. And on this website, here's some mushrooms that look very similar. I found suspicious.
I mean, okay, look, it could be, you know, I just mentioned Shein. Shein is well known for ripping off artists. We're not going to pretend like they don't. So it could be one of those kind of situations. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, okay?
Suspiciously similar types of mushrooms on another website. As you can see here, they look just like Tyler's mushrooms.
Yeah, but if Tyler's mushrooms are better painted, then like they're at least handmade, right? Because you could tell that those ones are kind of. Can we go back to them? You can see that those are not nicely painted. Like the little. You can see that there is spots that are not fully painted. And that's actually driving me a little nuts. It's driving me a lot nuts.
This website, here's some mushrooms that...
Yeah, see how you can see, I'm playing devil's advocate, right? You can see how like there's like this, the full circle is kind of embossed, yes, into the green, but the white is not even close. Like over here, the blue, it's not even close to A being anywhere near that, and C actually filling in the embossed part of the circle. So, yeah. Now, if Tyler's looks better, it's still not $600. I still wouldn't pay that, but I would pay more than whatever they're asking here. If I went to like an art fair, I'm still not paying $600 for it.
that look very similar. I found suspiciously similar types of mushrooms on another website. As you can see here, they look just like Tyler's mushrooms. Pretty sure I need a side-by-side. Tell me these don't look the same. Meanwhile,
I mean, they do.
on other Etsy shops, you get really nice put together pieces like this under 50. That is...
Ooh. Ooh. That's gorgeous. For 115. Wow. That says low in stock, only one left. You made multiples? That's gorgeous.
is crazy looking. This is like a higher quality of what he's making, and it's only 41.25. So he
And it started out at 55.
has changed the prices on these quite a bit. Here's some older videos where he's showcasing the prices. $777 for this.
Okay, what I hate about this is whoever it is who put this word down, this text box down here, covered up the necklace, so you can't really see the necklace. And it says Tyler Catastrophe trying to sell his ridiculously priced necklaces with a thirst trap. But you can't really see the necklace itself. Now, I will say from what I can see of it, it doesn't look anywhere near as nice as the ones that Repzilla was showing us. I will call him Repzion at least once. He is not Repzion. But it's not $700. It's not a $700 necklace. That one that was $115, that was $115. This is not $777. I mean, nice angel number and all that, but no.
The Sunlight for $888.
Is that not the same necklace? See, the problem with this being here is I can't see the necklaces. So, like, isn't that the same one from earlier? And why are they all like triple digits?
Bird for $666 here. And he does this thing where he's trying to convince you of something that you know 100% is not true is true. And we'll get more into this a little bit later, but check this out.
You want this.
This doesn't look great.
Okay, you want this. You want to buy this. You like this so much, and you totally want to buy it. These two are a set, and you want to buy them so bad. You know you want to
That one's kind of cute.
buy this. I know you want to buy this. And they're all one of a kind, so
That one's kind of cute.
you might as well
Sorry.
buy them already. I mean, come on.
One user saying, I ordered one and found a neck hair in between the beads.
How did you know it's a neck hair? I'm just saying. Use your imagination.
Another one saying, do they come pre-worn? So that was number one, and here's number two.
And I found out that this is because he likes to model them before he sells them. Lucky me! So, it had been...
I don't mind that they're worn. Am I weird? I don't mind that they're pre-worn. As long as it's just that. Right? I don't mind that they're being modeled. I don't. Because I think having it on a model is fine. A lot of jewelry is modeled. Because how else do you know how it's going to look? But there's a difference between modeling it and what she's about to tell us.
months and months and months since I received my necklace.
6 months to wait for buying something, it feels like theft, honestly. Like, you expect to get your products, like, pretty quick. Maybe a month at the most, but, like, come on, like 6 months? And some people said a year? I checked my screen time the other day, and honestly, my phone owes me rent. So I have been using...
Oh, this is an ad. Hang on. He got poofy hair, don't he?
We're going to be posting less often for a bit, still working through orders, still working towards moving out of the US, just taking time to do what needs doing to honor my commitments. Current tally is 746 completed out of 1,079 total orders since last May. I'm about halfway through the August orders, then September was the last big month before I can catch up on October, which is much more manageable.
So I at first was very upset to know this, and I am honestly completely blaming myself. I should have done more research on this, and I will get to why very soon. All I did, I saw one video. I'm like, okay, I can help. Went on his Etsy, bought the necklace. That was literally point A to point B. It was quick. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Yes, he does do this. He wears these pieces of jewelry in his videos and showcases bizarre attention-seeking behavior.
I absolutely love how respectfully feral some of y'all get when I show off the jewelry I make and sell in a way that could be considered a thirst trap. Because 99% of the time, the only reason I film them is because it's like 1:30 in the morning and I'm bored. Technically, it's 1:35. Anyway, you should buy some jewelry and tell me I'm pretty.
Props for your confidence.
Might as well. Sometimes I get really restless in the middle of the night and randomly remember that technically thirst traps count as marketing, but then I catch a look at myself and the camera thing, and I wonder why the thing. I'm gorgeous and talented and successful and awesome. What more do you want? But
My mom used to do beading work, and my mom was really talented at it. And don't get me wrong, but this is, and I'm not saying this isn't a talented piece, all right? My mother would bead very similar to this. I'm not saying this isn't a nice piece, okay? I wonder why. So I'm not sitting here saying this isn't a talented piece of beading. Is it on level with the other pieces that we saw? No. But I mean, I know the amount of time that goes into making one of these because I watched my mom do it, right? And my mom would sell some of her pieces occasionally. But she never sold them for more than like 50. I think the most expensive one she ever sold was like $70, $80. And that one was pretty elaborate. Right? And it's not because like I think she undervalued her work, honestly, but like there's just a certain price point people just aren't willing to pay past. Right? Because people really do undervalue handmade stuff. They really do undervalue people's labor when it comes to art pieces. So like I get that part and it's unfortunate, but there's just past a certain price point people simply aren't willing to pay for things. Right? And as an artist, unfortunately, you have to take that into consideration, and that was where my mom was at. And I mean, props to Tyler for wanting to like set a high price point and stick to their guns and all that, but there's also like a certain level of skill that you need to understand that you really shouldn't be pricing your stuff past, I guess, is kind of where I'm trying to go with that. Like, this is a nice piece. It's not ugly. I mean, it depends on what you consider pretty. But I mean, it's not an ugly piece. It's clearly got some level of sophistication to it. It's not just like a beaded friendship bracelet, right? It's not just this, this is like $5-10. It's just a stretchy thing with some beads on it. It's so right, but like I don't even want to think about what the price tag on that one is for them, considering what I saw on the Etsy, right? Etsy.
then I remember that I spend like 27 hours a day at my desk putting beads on a string and not talking to people. And when I'm not doing that, I'm in my bedroom filming TikToks. And then I remember that every time I do leave the house, I wear a fake wedding band so that people don't talk to me. I truly am my own worst enemy.
There's just a lot of these types of ego-stroking videos.
I am successful and want to be successful. I am awesome and amazing, and he should understand that.
Toot my own horn.
And I realize I'm the hottest mother in the room.
Do you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and think, damn?
To be honest with me, is this photo too good for Instagram?
I wish I had this confidence.
Just take a second to appreciate how great my looks in these jeans. I think we should all be talking about that, honestly. Why do I have a jewelry business when I can just have an ass? Definitely go check out the jewelry still, though.
I even found one video where he calls himself the chosen one, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he's joking.
I'm a little
Kind of reminds me of the lady who fell in love with her therapist and the AI thing. Kind of surprised. Kind of surprised Tyler's not talking. Don't spoil it for me, but I'm kind of surprised Tyler's not talking to AI.
little afraid I might be the chosen one. See, the other day I had a little bit of a crash on my motorcycle. It was fine. I'm fine.
What?
But at this point, I'm completely out of marketing ideas. So instead, I'm just going to show you how great my tattoos look and hope that encourages someone to buy it. Yeah, definitely just showing off my tattoos. Anyway.
You know, it's crazy for somebody to act this way, and I believe it's false advertisement. I don't think it's, I think it's dishonest. And I'm not talking about the thirst traps. So it looks like he's responding to somebody saying, do people actually buy these?
Thank you so much for asking, because the answer is actually a really big yes. I've actually shipped to 48 states, 16 countries, and 3 continents. Wow. And every single one of these stickers is an order that I've gotten. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them actually, but who am I to say?
One user says, I'm not one to toot my own horn. That's like all he does. Even on his website, it shows that he's selling out. And I just want to point out that the price for this, $1,349. He even said his jewelry is going to be in a movie, and he talks like it's going to be some sort of feature film.
Each of these boxes is a necklace that I'm about to send off to be in an actual movie. And if you're worried they're gonna fall, don't be. I waited tables for too long. I was approached by the writer and director.
It's the first 15 minutes. Oh no, wait, I've already done this. Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? We're good.
In January asking if I wanted to be a part of the process, and of course I said yes. After
Does this not remind you this little process, this little thing about the necklaces in the movies? We just got done with Rosee and the Paradise documentary and all the bullshit leading up to that, right? Does this not remind you of Rosee and the Paradise documentary?
verifying legitimacy, because I'm a big fan of not getting scammed. And while I can't give you exact details yet, I can show you the pieces and tell you about the process.
You remember the unhappy customer? She goes on to say that not only was her piece broken, but it was, and I quote, it was greasy.
Would I buy for him again? No. It came missing with several rows. It looks vaguely like it does in the photo. Vaguely. It
Vaguely?
came greasy. Like, and I thought this was a shipping issue, but no, it is like genuinely just, like, it is greasy. Like, I feel the grease residue on my fingers right now.
I just want to take a second to process that. That's rough. He also goes on to gatekeep the materials that
The zoom-ins are killing me.
he uses to make these pieces of jewelry. Saying the brand that I use is a little hard to find in the quantities I need at the moment, so I kind of have to gatekeep a bit, but I usually recommend Miyuki to people who just want to try things out with better quality beads. Hands up emoji. Relatively inexpensive and usually pretty consistent from what I've seen, smiley face. I hope you make wonderful things. Like they were gonna steal his competition. And that's literally so crazy. Meanwhile, other people on Etsy are selling very similar things for very normal prices.
And they are not charging $2,000 for them. So I think this is someone else's? Yeah, because this doesn't look like Tyler's stuff at all. But this looks like more traditional beading. Like actual traditional, like indigenous beading style to me. To me.
So if you care to find me, Lord,
Yeah, this looks like a more traditional beading style to me.
to the western sky.
The description says no leg hair included though and not pre-worn, so I don't know if it's worth it. That's a
You're paying extra for the leg hair.
little bit funny. So I believe that he's false advertising, inflating his prices astronomically, and he actually responds saying that the prices, well, they're just not that bad.
I think it's funny to oversimplify and just say I put beads on a string for a living, but this? Let's remind you who I am today, huh? The piece I'm currently wearing is $575, took 2 people.
Why? It took 2 people months of work? Are you splitting that 500 with somebody? Why did it take 2 people months of work? I think my other problem with them are my English is they're very stiff. Very stiff looking. They're not very fluid for what they are, you know? They either need to be stiff and symmetrical, which they're not, or they need to be flowy. In my head, this is how they should be. I'm not Tyler, though.
Old months of work. Has a centerpiece sunstone cabochon, hand beaded and backed in suede. Got cat's eye.
So, do you know how easy it is to back a piece of whatever and then sew beads around it? I mean, yeah. Not to be a dick.
Dyed jade, rose quartz, carnelian, and rhodochrosite. I don't know.
So it's dyed jade, carnelian, and what? Rhonda quartzite? Okay.
Quartz, carnelian, and rhodochrosite. I don't know how to say that word. Ties in the back with a ribbon, making it fully adjustable. Not this ribbon, this one's just a tester. It contains 0 metal, so it's safe for people with metal allergies. And I freestyled this one. There's no tutorial for this online, I promise. If there was, I would have had to have been the one who posted it. And the level of skill it would have required to even think of this piece took me 8 years. And it's not the only one. This one costs $475. It does contain small amounts of metal in the beads. Drove me very nearly insane for months because it's such a different shape than what I usually go for. But luckily I followed it up with this one, which is $375, and it's probably one of the best color schemes I've ever gotten to do.
I don't like it. It's like you're playing around with lace, but you don't know how to do lace. I like the other one better. I'm still not paying whatever the hell price you put on that. 500-ish? I'm not paying $500 for these. They're not worth $500. The beads aren't worth $500. The material isn't $500.
Want to know how I know that these pieces are worth their price?
I do want to know, actually. I'm really curious.
I am too. None of, unless that's actual emerald, which I doubt. Doesn't look like it to me. Those beads. I mean, the beads aren't cheap. I'm not saying that, but they're not $500 worth of beads.
Anywhere else. This fun fact, this beadwork can't be done by machine, but I actually know they're worth it because the first 3 pieces from the first drop have already sold. Plus they come with cute little matching gift boxes.
I mean, that right there tells you how cheap the beads are. He just like glued the beads to the top of the box. So
Who wouldn't want these? But if you want to see some of my less expensive necklaces, you can either click the thing in the thing, or I can show you some tomorrow. See you then. Okay, love you, bye.
I think one of the funniest things about this is if you go to the comment section, you have a lot of users posting pictures of other people's work that is better and very similar. You can just
ooh, that was pretty.
scroll through
Stop! You're going too fast.
of other people's work that is better and very similar.
Let's see, then that's pretty. A beaded necklace I made when I was 16. That's pretty.
You just scroll.
And we're gonna do boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Yeah, see, now that's stitched onto something, but I mean, so it's the beads are stitched onto a backing of some variety, but it's still like
Through it.
see, those are really pretty. But you see how they're like flowy? Like the dangly bobs are flowy?
Tons
Ooh.
and tons.
Ooh, that's nice too.
One user saying it's kind of insane because he claims to be the first person to ever think of these designs when hundreds of ancient cultures around the world have perfected beadwork. He didn't invent putting beads on a string. And during my research, I found one of the funniest videos. It's like a skit of somebody doing a parody of how Tyler behaves. Let's check it out. The TikTok ad is the real Reid. I probably said that wrong, so I am sorry about that.
Burp, burp. I'm amazing. I'm amazing and hot and intelligent and wise and flawless, and I'm
Trying out the Tyler Catastrophe marketing strategy.
really good at everything I do. I don't know why I'm still single. All of these necklaces took me 8 years to make, each. And if there's a tutorial on YouTube, which there's not, but if there was though, if there is, I'm the one who posted it, because nobody else can do this. Who else do you know who can do this? Who else? Nobody. I'm so amazing, I even made this. Can you believe this? I'm so amazing and flawless. This is only $41,000. It was $40,000, but I raised the price because one of y'all said it was too expensive and the quality is garbage, which ludicrous. I'm so amazing. I love myself. If you
This skit is everything. Ludicrous. Sorry. Ludicrous.
ever want to buy my earrings, they're pre-worn. I was struck.
I don't know who this person is, but I love you. I don't know why you're single either.
Struggling with a particularly complex necklace the other day, and I accidentally broke a bead, but I resolved the situation, and it came out okay. Don't ever doubt me again.
Don't ever doubt me again.
I'm amazing. Someone date me.
There's also another user on Reddit who posted this.
Someone
It said,
date
teaching
me.
myself how to make chokers, and they look,
I mean, yeah, that's kind of my point.
honestly, they look better than Tyler's. Oh, look, and there was a tutorial video on YouTube, apparently. Did Tyler make this?
Did Tyler make this? The shade. The shade is what I like. Did Tyler make this?
Nope. One of the comments says, that's $5,000 you got right there. I'm going to be able to move to Brighton before I know it. I want to
Amazing. Imagine.
deviate for just a second and show you something that I feel like's pretty strange. There was a posted just about a month ago. One user says, Tyler's strange brain relating a bead name to a slur against African Americans.
Y'all, this one might be a little rough for a couple people, few of y'all, but mostly he's just mispronouncing it. It's mostly just a mispronunciation of the damn thing. Also, I can't tell if Tyler's just being dumb or if Tyler really doesn't get it.
I'm currently on a beading roll, and I made this necklace. If it'll focus. See, absolutely.
I guess. I feel like your beadwork's really uneven. I guess that's where I'm going. It's very uneven. I think for the prices you're asking, I want your beadwork to be more even. I know that seems like a weird thing to ask, but it's not.
Really wonderful. Love it. But the stone I used is called kunzite. And saying the word kunzite
He's saying it wrong.
makes me feel like I'm saying something I should not be saying
Well, I mean, you're saying it wrong, so.
at all.
All right, look, I'm 90% sure he's saying it wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's saying it wrong.
Why would they name things like this?
Well, I mean, since I know what word you're going on about, they probably named, I mean, I know that they named it long before that word was a slur. So, you know, life existed before you did, and things existed before your knowledge base, so.
I look too white to be
I look too white.
saying words like that. But it's so pretty.
Geez, if he thinks it's that bad, then why is he laughing about it? Number one. And number two, it's like, kunzite doesn't sound, it sounds like an incense, really. I believe this is called projection, ladies and gentlemen, and it's about to get a little bit worse.
Sounds like an incense. Touche.
Did you guys know that he paints? This was reposted around 418, and it was Tyler trying to explain to us why his paintings were not selling.
The paintings really get weird. The painting and the art, okay, beating this art, but the paintings and the medium art, I don't know what to call it, get really, the stories around this stuff gets really strange.
Dale the McWonderbrush the past couple of days has really made me realize that I have a lot of paintings and I'm very
Tyler wondering why his dog water paintings aren't selling with happy faces, with love, what?
proud of. And with a lot of them, I am so surprised they have not sold yet. Why? Because like a lot of the bigger ones are higher price points. Like I get it. But I have a lot of paintings for less than 200, and I think I just need to show y'all because clearly you're missing out. And I'll put the prices on the screen with shipping included. But like this one made me really happy to make. It's got spikes on it.
Bro, that looks like somebody did that in kindergarten. Look at that. But let's go on.
It's got spikes on it. That
To be fair, Philadelphia Art Museum has a modern art branch. why do I do this to myself? And yeah. I don't want to talk about the shit in the Modern Art Museum.
That's so much fun. Also, there's a pillow on the floor by my feet to catch the smaller paintings because I have a flair for the dramatic. And you might notice.
Or you could not throw your paintings. Unless you're going for Ai Weiwei, and I mean, there can only be one. Is it I or A Weiwei? I'm murdering that person's name.
That I like giving old things new life because these ones are made out of an old Oracle deck that was incomplete at a secondhand shop and probably would have just been thrown away otherwise. They're so much fun. I love them.
You okay. I don't hate them, but they look like they're made out of like puffy shirt paint.
And then these ones are some of my oldest paintings from my first painting series. And honestly, I have
All right, last 15 minutes.
no idea how they haven't sold yet. These are really fun. Watercolors are so much fun. You just like throw
Those are watercolors?
that. Awesome. These two are made out of older paintings that I decided I didn't like anymore. And honestly, I love them so much more now. I literally just cut this one up. It was so much fun.
And again, we turned
Again, I mean, not to defend them, but the Modern Art Wing in the Philadelphia Art Museum, the High in Atlanta. Right. Anyway, but Tyler's art would easily fit into any of those three museums that I've been to, that I've seen art. The Indianapolis Art Museum has a modern branch. What was it? Indy that had the red string? Was it Indy or Philly that had this red string? That's it. It was a red string. It wrapped around a room. There was nothing else to it. It was just a red string that went around a room. It symbolized something. I don't remember what. I don't know. We left. I hate modern art. Anyway.
to the comment section for some well-read comments. There's a SpongeBob screenshot for anything. Meanwhile, me wondering why my $40 painting won't sell. Also listed for $200, by the way, oil painting. My dad is selling this for $9.
This is so cool. This one here they said their dad painted this one. It's very Bob Ross.
Look at this, man. This is like real good stuff. Was that Ben Collins? Meanwhile, in this next one, he goes on to say that he's got some pretty big things that he can't tell us about. Imagine that.
I currently have 5.
Okay, this getting us back on track. This one reminds me of, again, bringing everything back to Rosee, because that's who we've been talking about the most lately. Rosee, coming back around to Paradise, because again, that's what we've been talking about the most lately. I'm sorry, I've got cat hair on my face, and I can't. Hang on. Also, I think Mini Gritty is shedding. Must be blowing his winter coat. Yeah, so Rosee was doing the whole, and you know, when that didn't work, now she's doing the whole, like, there are other women who are involved with Paradise who I personally know, but I can't tell you anything about them. Blah, 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 blah. She's always doing that. Like, oh, there's something super secret happening, but I can't tell you anything about it for legal reasons or the NDA, or, you know, she always has some reason why she can't tell us about something, but she's got a secret, guys. Secret. I got a secret kind of thing.
Paintings under a no-sale contract while they're under consideration for some pretty big thing I can't talk about, which is fine. And because I can't sell them, and I didn't want to talk about them and show them off in case someone wanted to buy them, because I don't want to have to tell them no. But it made me realize just how little I show off the rest of my art, which is stupid because you can buy that, and I have a lot of it, and it's awesome, and it deserves to be shown off. What is art if not meant to be seen? I don't know. So welcome to day 2 of me remedying... Welcome to day 2 of me remedying that situation. Anyway, do you constantly find yourself yearning for the sheer vibe of a 90s bowling alley carpet? Because I sure as hell do. That's why I made this.
I don't remember the bowling alley carpeting. I never really paid that much attention to it.
How cool is that? I don't know why I made it.
What is that? And in another one,
is that? What is this?
Have him saying that an art collector said that his stuff was priced too high.
So some rando, aka the art collector expert, just told me that $1,800, $1,800.
There's some text here that says Tyler Catastrophe convinced his quote art, literally just shapes and colors, is worth almost $2K.
Was way too much to pay for this gorgeous piece of art.
Another great comment saying, Tyler inspired me to sell this for $700. That's a really good price. If anybody's looking, just...
It's squids. 2 squids. I think those are squids. They look nice.
check this out. It actually is really cool. I would actually put this on my wall. You know, now that I think about it, this is doing good for other people because it's raising awareness towards the prices of other people's art. They can just go to his comment section, post what they got, and maybe get some sales. Just go to his comment section about his art, and you'll have a plethora of just really good art that you can just choose from
I think that's hilarious.
independent artists. Good job, Tyler. Tyler, then...
To be fair, the picture that he was talking about, for those of you playing the home game, it wasn't really that bad. It wasn't $2K, don't get me wrong. It's not a $2K piece.
proceeded to say F that art collector dude and raised his prices.
I am undercharging for my work. That guy, it's $32,000 now. I'm not going.
Like, you get a better picture of it now. It's really not that. It's not bad. I can't tell if it's actual stained glass or if it's just a painting of a child standing in front of stained glass with it looks like a rainbow handkerchief and a halo. I'm really not doing the description justice, but it is very eye-catching.
Going any lower.
Because I've always been more of a keep it affordable for the working class kind of guy.
So it is for sale for $3,500 plus shipping.
I am undercharging for my work.
So this has got two different chokers. Is that all they make is chokers? One of them's almost 900 and the other one's almost 8. And I'm sorry, that's just not. They're nice pieces, but they're not that nice. $600 for these like chokers that I would expect a high schooler to be able to make.
Hell no, man. What the
Here's one that we saw him wearing. And that's not $1,300.
I did not add the music to those videos, by the way. It's just, I just wanted to let you guys know that I didn't edit that. So this is a store when it did have higher priced items, like I told you guys earlier, he took these out, or I'm sure they were sold. And I'm gonna show you some of his other art pieces and the prices that he said that they were. This one here, $150,000 to Fly and Fall 2022.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's nowhere near that price. The shit in the art museums aren't that expensive.
$230,000. And this one right here in specific, just as it was 2022, $335,000. And
no.
This one's a little bit interesting because it was likely stolen. So this one says, hey,
This gets confusing. The story here about that particular piece gets confusing to me. So, this is probably going to be the last thing that we go over in this video. So,
hey Dave, I know you might not see this, but your platform is bigger than mine. Tyler's $350,000 painting is of me. The video itself is 2021, and response I made in 2026 are pinned on my page. And I think it's important information to show people that don't know. If you'd like to use either of my videos, please just tag me, but feel free to show the public. Thank you. They say, yes, absolutely I can. That is absolutely ridiculous, and he needs to be held accountable. They
I don't understand what's happening.
give it a heart emoji. They said, thank you so much. To preface, I gave him my consent to paint me way back in 2021, but I was never told he was going to try and sell the painting, nor did he ever consult me on commission or anything of that sort. So
I don't think you
like,
I don't think you have to. I think I understand what this person is saying, but I don't think in this instance, like, Tyler had to have permission from the model to sell the painting, if that makes sense. It's not like this person commissioned Tyler to make a painting for them, and then Tyler tried to resell the commission.
There's some baseline info. Let me know if you need one anymore. I'm happy to share. They said, yeah, definitely. That's super weird that he's trying to sell it and that he's posted about it so many times and only credited you once initially. He's definitely got a reoccurring theme of stealing smaller artists' ideas and passing them off as his own.
But he didn't steal the art itself. He just, in this, if I'm following the story correctly, Tyler asked to paint this person. Wait, am I reading this wrong? To preface, I gave him my consent to paint me way back in 2021. So the back of your head is that paint is the person in the painting. Yeah, that's... I don't think you have any legal standing here. I'm sorry. I don't think you do. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think you do. It'd be like me getting upset about me consenting to having my picture taken and then it being in a magazine somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that.
Actually, he's definitely got a reoccurring theme of stealing smaller artists' ideas and passing them off as his own. So I'm not surprised by this behavior. Do you mind if I post the screenshots of this chat along with your original video?
Okay, but he didn't steal your idea. And you gave consent for your likeness to be used. So I don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. This painting is in no way worth what Tyler wants it to be worth. It's a nice painting, but it's not that.
And this is Tyler showing this specific art. And then the person that Tyler painted goes on to say this.
Okay, so this is the... Okay. This is the person that said that they were the one that Tyler painted. So they are the person in the painting.
If anyone is going to know at the moment, Tyler Catastrophe, he put up a painting for like $1,800 and got like someone said something about it, said it was too much money, blah blah blah. He then repriced it to $32,000. I say this because that painting is of me. For those that don't know, that painting, I got this from an account on my phone. I'll tag them at some point, I think. If I can find their account again, I'll yeah, hold on.
Now this is a photograph? This changes things. This is a photograph of a person standing in front of a stained glass window that looks very similar to the picture that Tyler painted. It's not identical, but very similar. It looks like it's a photograph that's been altered. Now that's different. A little bit. Maybe. I don't know.
There I am. That's me. So, again, 2021, my account. That's me.
So Tyler found a picture of a photo that you took on your social media.
He had reached out to me in 2021 to paint me. I didn't know who he was at the time. I realized this was all going to happen, and I have the receipts of him DMing me. I'll put them up in a second. I feel involved. I'm not really involved. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I have no say in the pricing, what he does with this painting, and nothing.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't. Okay, so from what I can tell, this gentleman had a painting. No, this gentleman had a picture, which was very cool. The picture is really cool. Had a picture of themselves standing in front of this really cool stained glass window with like a halo either effect or there was just like a really neat glitch. Anyways, cool picture. And then Tyler reached out to them on their social media and asked if Tyler could make a painting based on the picture from their social media account. And this gentleman said yes. And so Tyler made the painting that they priced it way too fucking much. Which is a nice painting, but isn't anywhere nearly as nice as the photo, obviously. And isn't nearly nice enough for the price that Tyler's asking for it. And I mean, if you put the two pictures side by side, you can see the inspiration, but you did give your permission for the image to be used, to be painted. And like you just said here, you don't really have any control over it once you've done that. Like, once Tyler's made that painting, you don't really have any control over what Tyler does with it after that point, which is why you should be really careful about that shit. And so I don't really, other than it's just Tyler, I don't really understand the point of this.
But I'm in awe that it's the painting of me that is like controversial at the moment. So here's the DM of him asking to.
So it says, I guess the black bubble is Tyler. It says, I know we don't know each other, but I saw your pinned video on TikTok and I'm dying to paint one of the photos in it. So this is me asking for creative permission. And then the gentleman in question says, oh my God, yes, please. It's all in caps. Please just credit me and also let me see it. That's amazing.
Like, and I said, give me.
And then Tyler says, hell yeah, thank you. I had a canvas I was
Credit.
saving. And something, I had another idea. Would you mind sending me a version of the last pic to use as a still reference?
Tag me, whatever. And he did. There it is.
And there's the picture in question. I mean, it looks okay.
My DM. And also, he follows me. Didn't know that. And has followed me since 2021. Never followed me back. My bad. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with me, but I feel involved. If you want to see the video, it's pinned on my account. It was for my Anthropology project my freshman year of college. It was a photo shoot I did with my friend.
I see.
And these are end. He's an anthropologist. Ooh.
I think what we're seeing here is just pure delusion. Another user named Maya Papaya pointed out something pretty important that
Okay, we're gonna stop here. I said we're only good an hour into this stuff. All right, so we're gonna stop here for this part. So, because we're gonna get a little bit more into more accusations about Tyler's art. But yeah, so the whole painting thing is a little weird. I don't really know if Tyler is particularly at fault for anything with the painting thing other than just charging a ludicrous amount of money for it, because he's never going to sell that painting. It's probably the nicest thing I've seen him paint. TBH. Anyway, but yeah, so what do you guys think of Tyler so far? I mean, I know the big controversy with Tyler is their weird obsession with the ABS user. But I know that's the biggest controversy with Tyler. But what do you guys think of the rest of this? And yeah, what do you guys? Did anybody else watch Repzilla here? Anybody else watch Owen Wilson's alternate personality? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. If you've made it this far, go ahead and put a paintbrush. Put a paintbrush in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think. Be nice down in the comment section, please. Have you guys followed Tyler Catastrophe before? Have any of you interacted with Tyler? Did any of you ever buy anything from Tyler? That would be very interesting to know. Did you get a greasy necklace greasy necklace from Tyler? Who's buying Tyler's shit? Obviously, some people are. But who are the rest of y'all buying Tyler's stuff? His stuff's not awful. It's just not worth the price he's putting on it. Kind of a thing. Like, it's just not worth what he's charging. So, and do you see the similarities between Tyler and our girls? Like, do you guys see the argument that I'm building here that Tyler is a girl? Yes? A girl as in girl for girl world girl. Maybe I should use a different term for that one. Just for Tyler's case. But the point being, do you guys understand why I think Tyler belongs in girl world? Yes? If not, let me know. We can argue about this in the comment section. Just be respectful. And that's all I've got for you guys. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I do have memberships if you are interested. Most of the time you get early access to videos. Most of the time. And when I'm not cooking in my own room, we get members' lives. Swear to God, it'll happen again. Promise. I just gotten onto a regular schedule too. Anyway, but yeah, I will see everybody in the next video. This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.